and I think we are ready for the next runs. Hello everyone, I'm AEtienne and I will running Shantae on the pirate course for you for the next hours. So let's go doing this. Let's select a new games and go in pirate mode. I will explain. Oh, I just started the timer. Sorry, I forgot to get the countdowns. Let's go. So, this is Shantae and the Pirate Curse in Pirate mode. So, the Pirate mode is something like New Game Plus mode, as you will see. Imagine Zelda games when you begin the games with all of the different items that you get in the dungeon at the very beginning of the game. So, it's definitely that. We have all of the pirate weapons at the beginning of these games. So, Shantae is a pretty well-known series of Metroidvania right now. The Shantae 5 just coming, the 7th series, if I'm right, just coming up at the end of this year. Just have been released at the end of this year, so apparently it's pretty good. I should have to test it, but for the moment I'm just grinding Shantae 3, and Shantae 3 Shantae and the Pirate Girls, this one's. So this tiny little girls, this name is Shantae, just lose this powers at the end of Shantae 2, but she's still the guardian of this town, so we have to be careful that this town don't get attacked by some weird persons, like those guys with weapons, so let's save the town once again. So this very beginning part of the runs is just going through this entire levels. Oh, I can skip this dialogue, I just totally forgot. And actually we will use one of the main power of Shantae you will see during this whole runs is the boots. The boots are very useful to running very fast, but I will explain one of the main glitch we will use during this whole runs for using the boots absolutely everywhere. Pretty good RNG here. I will just use the pike balls to deal extra damage to this boss. So Armor Barons is the very first boss of this run, it's pretty random, but here we give us a pretty awesome pattern, to be honest. We definitely need this red ball as soon as possible. That's pretty good, to be honest. What a crazy good RNG. Normally you have also a pattern when the tanks just do a charge to you, and this pattern is very slow and we don't get it in this single time, so that's pretty great. So now there is a lot of dialogues, so I don't know if there is some donations to or some message to do, but there is a lot of dialogues for the right now, so it's definitely a great moment to do it.
So, essentially, we don't have any more donations currently at the moment, but I do want to mention to those of you just tuning in, hello and welcome to MFSB2020. The charity we're supporting this time around is actually a local charity to the Midwest of the US, which is the White Bear Area Emergency Food Shelf. For those of you who don't know, the White Bear Area Emergency Food Shelf has served as a critical resource for families experiencing food insecurity since 1977. Providing food and support to over 1,200 families each month, they work towards eliminating barriers that limit access to healthy food for families living on a lower fixed income. Their vision is to end food insecurity in the White Bear area, though their programs are open to anybody in need of food, regardless of geographic boundaries. So, if you want to support this wonderful cause, especially in a much harder time that we've all experienced together, you can either hit !donate in chat, or go to www.speedrun.com/MFSB2020/donate, or if you have Twitch Prime or have any bits, any sort of revenue that we get to the Twitch channel during this time will be donated directly to the White Bear Area Food Shelf at the end of this event. So if you can support in any way possible, we would much appreciate it.
And thank you to all of the person who already donate. So we keep up the Magic Lantern. Oh yeah, the game is in French, sorry about that, but I only have the French version of this game.
Sorry, I'm French. You're apologizing for being French when basically the Midwest of the US is essentially just Canada Light.
That's pretty fortunate. And also, hello to the Baguette Restream, who has already restreaming this in French. Hello Trirex, who is my commentator in French. So we keep up we have to keep up many different items here to unlock the possibility to go through the sea with Risky, we just saw in most of those cutscenes. This save is mandatory for quit the town. So, and I will do, like you just saw me here do some extra steps for making a quick turn. This is named the Shantae Shuffle. So I will explain that. Normally, you have to activate the boost. You have to run in the same way for a very long time. And if you change direction, if you jump or if you fall, and so on and so on, this resets the time that you need to activate the boot. But speedrunners found a pretty interesting glitch. By using the D-pad and the stick exactly at the same time in two different directions, you can make the game believe you're still running in the same directions only by pressing the other directions, because one of those directions have a priority. So that means you can shuffle like this and activate the boost even if you are in the same position. So it's very useful to activate the Shantae Shuffle and also break walls at the moments that's not needed at all. So yeah, it's very useful. And definitely one of the main glitch we will see in this run with out of bounds. And I will explain that later. I didn't check the number, only 6. That's not enough. Normally here it's a huge reset points, because I definitely need many different items to activate out of bounds later in this run. I need 8 of them, and I only get 6 of them. That's not enough. But honestly, with 6 I can go for a backup later. So I will try to doing this route. It's a little bit faster, a little bit more dangerous, but honestly we will do lots of saves because we are in marathon, and any out of bounds that miss will result a soft lock. So that means I will do a lot of stuff. I will do a lot of extra save, to make this run safe. So yeah, it's basically, I think, to be safe in marathon, it's basically impossible to PB in the Shantae games, in the marathon, except if you are in no OOB category, that also exists. But honestly, out of bounds are so funny to do in these games, and honestly not hard at all. It's pretty easy to get out of bounds. It's like I don't remember the name of this character in Pirates of the Caribbean 3. When you see it's not hard to go in this way, it's hard to come back, and it's exactly the same things for an out of bounds. It's pretty hard when you are out of bounds. Don't softlock the games, because you have to touch a loading zone before you go out of the screens. So I will avoid those enemies like that, because you have a tiny freeze every time you touch an enemy, and I cannot kill them. But here I will try to kill most of them to farms. Did I? Oh my god, I didn't remember. Did I speak to the Squid Baron? I really hope I did it. Yeah,
I'm unsure who that character is. I'm sorry.
The squid, the big red fish at the right. I don't know if I speaking. Yeah, I think I speaking to him once again. I do that many times just by automaticity. And if I forgot to do it, the run is dead. So I just have to. I'm pretty sure I did it. So honestly, so I buy many different things, including potions, including teleportations items to come back very fast to the boats when I finish a level. That's very useful to save time, of course, and also an extra items to deal many damage to the second boss of the games. And thank you for the good luck in the chat. So, incoming's the very first islands. Once again, with the Shantae Shuffle, I activate the boots, and let's go take a tiny shortcut by using iframes like that. There we go. And incoming the very first out of bounds of the game. So I will focusing myself to touch. No, I'm not on the right frame. No, I'm not on the right frame. I have to activate my menu on the right at the right moment here. There we go. Now I'm out of bounds and I don't touch. There we go. And when I out of bounds, I just have to touch. Oh my god! I just have to touch loading zones. Here the loading zone is below the ground, and that skips this entire island. So let's save a hell of a lot of times. There we go for another one. Oh yeah, I just have to. I said I will play safe. Normally I don't. That's been a while I didn't miss this one, but I will do a tiny save to be sure. There we go. So this one's a little bit harder. Yeah, that's a good one. And that's it. There we go. So here I skip once again an entire part of this dungeon by don't have to getting the key. So I just have to go through this zone, and there we go. So as you can see, one of the pirate weapon is the cannon, and that's pretty useful because it's allow you to do a triple, quadruple jump, so it's pretty insanely strong. This is the last item you get, so. And here this is the blade to make DuckTales. DuckTales strategy. It's definitely... Oh, no drop at all. That's unfortunate, but anyway. So here I will continue to farm... Oh, damn it. I will continue to farm a little bit of money by getting them with the lantern. There we go. First two. And we go for the first boss. If Sauron in the Lord of the Ring was a plant. There we go. And that was the first phase. With, of course, by getting splashed by the top of the rooms, you can finding a way to instantly kill the first phase like that, and I will do exactly the same things in the second phase. And it will go for, yeah, that should be enough, I think. There we go, first boss done. That's not too bad. With many safe and by playing very safe, we are under 12 minutes, so that's fine. That's definitely fine. And we get the next card for going to the next island. There we go. Tinkerbats. So basically the story is we are making peace with our main antagonist, Risky Boots, because this captain, her captains, I mean, is return, so, and is very, very, very evil. So we have to block this returns by destroying every single part of this energy in every single field when the energy of the pirate master, this is the captain, comes. So here we go for the second zone. Once again, it's a tiny Shantae shuffle at the beginnings, and here we go. So I have a climbing to do here, and phantom spots are basically random. So okay, that's not a bad RNG. So, and also I have to get these items for later in the run. Normally, if you are not in pirate mode, you have to make many different backtracking here to discover items, coming back to speaking to many NPC, I mean. But in pirate mode, because you have unlocked every single item... Oh, okay, this phantoms blocks me, this one too. Yeah, there we go. There we go again. Where is the last one? There we go. Yeah, because you already have all of the items, you don't have to do all of this backtracking because you pass through the, for example, here the floor that I have to break with the blade. But normally at this moment in the normal mode you don't have the blades, so you have to come back here in normal mode to discover these items. But here I just can take it when I'm into it. So that saves also lots of time. And that's also why pirate mode is very interesting to do, because yeah, it's way faster than normal mode. So here we are in the pretty well-known sections, if you already know Shantae, because here every single hit will result in one hit death. So, but I recover myself at the beginning of the room, so that's not a big loss. But honestly, for speedrunners, it's always a shame to get hit here. And the problem is, I'm very bad at this section, especially at the last room. So let's hope there will be no issue. And also this music is pretty awesome. Most of the Shantae games are pretty well known for YOLO. There we go. sorry, I was not sure about this. Oh, this one will be my... No, that's fine. I'm always scared here for the cycle. So as I said, most of the Shantae games are really well known for their musics. And because, yeah, it's Mr. Jacob Man, once again, a pretty awesome music creator. And especially this one's is pretty awesome to hear. But the problem is, this loop make me crazy sometimes when I stream and when I speedrun. So I think there is a lot of clips to me doing stupid things by dying in these sections just because the music is awesome. So yeah, we are exactly at this level of awesomeness. It's too awesome that's I lose my concentration just because the music is too awesome. That's definitely a problem for me. And honestly, when that happens to me also to cut the sound sometimes, just to be concentrated at this phase, because it's, as I said, it's pretty shameful to die here. There we go. Yeah, there are some traps. But here, everyone, it's pretty easy at this room because everyone is an enemy. Those two ones too. Yeah, that's pretty interesting, as the effect of the effect on the speedrunner of this music is the effect of this music on speedrunners. I mean, is pretty interesting to see. So let's wait.
We need a
this
peer
one.
published review of journal article to see if this music, if it actually makes things more tense or better.
That's definitely right. So it's not a hot part here. Yeah, my true fear is the last room, because the last rooms I don't have any idea how people make this correctly. I tried so many ways, safe way, fast way, a way without any trying to pass this last room exactly at the same at the same way, and that doesn't work. Sometimes it's works, sometimes it's not. So I will just hope the RNG will be with me. This room too is pretty dangerous if I don't... There we go! Yeah. I will wait. Woohoo! So, there we go. Last room. So I will concentrate myself a little bit to don't get stuck in the loop here, in the loop of death. There we go. And because honestly the start is pretty good. The only problem is actually we only have we only drop 6 items to activate out of bounds, and that's definitely a problem, but yeah. There you go, this section. Yeah, as I expected. A little bit too late as a jump. There we go again. Yeah, this room is basically my reset point for many of my runs. But here that was not RNG at all. I just jumped too late. Because the problem is I have to do a big jump to go across 2 different enemies. And if the second ones wake up too early, that means I'm dead. I'm dead. There we go again. This time will be... Nope. He wake up once again. Oh my god. I really don't know. I definitely have to ask to some people way skillful than me, because there is a lot of runners of these games, to be honest. This Shantae 3 has a lot of runners because it's pretty popular. Most of the mechanic, especially the pirate mode, is really well designed for speedruns. So there we go again. And this time it's good. Woo. I was thinking of jumping a little bit too early, but that's fine. Woo. Well, that was a too big death. But anyway, we save Rudy Tops, this zombie. By the way, this zombie wants to hit our brains in this story. That's pretty strange. Just in time. Tiny Shantae shuffle here to just dash and deliver the item that I normally get if I do the things correctly. If I did the things correctly. There we go. let's repair these things, and let's come back to the other side of the island and go for the next dungeon. So the next dungeon is a pretty vertical dungeon, to be honest, and as you saw in the second out of bound I did in the first dungeons, you can also have something like a rocket jump when you are out of bounds. That's pretty useful by eating food. This is why I'm farming food at the beginning of this one. And so what happens if you have an out of bounds allow you to rocket jump and a dungeon that's pretty vertical? That means we will cut this entire dungeon by using only one out of bounds. Oh, damn it. And these dungeons go to the right, to the left, so it's always... that's always get me. Because yeah, I was thinking I'm in the Mario games, left to the right, but no, not in this dungeon. There we go. Let's do a save, just in case we softlock the games, because somehow the out of bounds, because somehow I missed the out of bounds, so let's go. No. Okay, that should be the good. Yes, fine. There we go. So now we are on the top of this dungeon, close to the boss, and that's perfect. So we will use the hat to push ourselves to the top. I have to take care of those spikes because they are definitely Mega Man spikes. To be clear, everyone knows.
Instant death.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Just in case, once again. I do a lot of save, as I said, but I really don't want to be stressful when I fight this big spider. There we go. Empress Spider. So I will try to destroy this boss as fast as possible. To doing that, I will use the Super Pie Balls. That's pretty useful. It's basically one of the most powerful item of this games because it boosts your DPS in a very, very hard way. I will not playing safe. Ah, damn it! I get touched. Okay, that's it. That was a pretty fast boss. I'm pretty happy to do it. Honestly, we don't take care about getting hits in the air here, because when you are getting hits, that's recover you the way to jump with the cannons, and that's allow you to have the pike ball continually doing damage to the boss. So yeah, we definitely have to take damage to save time here to DPS the boss in a very fast way, even if it's a little bit dangerous. Let's use the pirate flare to teleport ourselves to the boat, and once again deliver the next map for the next island. So in these islands, normally there is a very long part in a temple, in some sort of a temple. No, not a temple, a palace, I mean. And when you are not able to use any of your weapons, but fortunately we found an out of bounds that allow you to skip this entire part. That's a pretty good drop, to be honest. Monster Milk, I can use that for one of the bosses. I don't even know why I jump here. There we go. It's this way. Yeah, I was pretty lucky with this drop, because yeah, we definitely need some... This round is definitely related to a lot of energy, especially at this moment. I will need some drops to have to DPS boss in the fast way, especially Super Monster Milk and Super Pike Balls. I don't think I drop any Super Pike Balls here, because normal Pike Balls are definitely not useful at all. It's not... Yeah, that's not deal too many DPS, it's not useful. I will farm money once again and try to drop Super Monster Milk to this enemy. Nope, not lucky. There is a lot of other spots when you can farm this enemy and drop Super Monster Milk. will just do a tiny save once again, just to be sure this next outer bounce that I speak about will not fail. Hello, Squid Barons. It's a pretty recurrent enemy in the Shantae games, and also these guys broke the 7th walls and speak immediately to the player many times in the games. It's pretty funny. I'm not in the... yeah, there we go. Yes, first try. There we go. So this outer bounce will allow me to skip this entire dungeon by using some sort of a shortcut. But the problem is this block, and I have to press... no, not this way. Ah, sometimes it doesn't want to proc. I have to spam because it's a frame perfect trick, but yeah. I have many different ways. Sometimes he's going to explode very soon and sometimes very late. Come on. Thank you. Oh. Yeah, this block is definitely a trouble, even for the best runners. I just have to once again destroy this one. Monster Milk? No, Fireballs. But that's also good. The problem is that the Monster Milk... oh, on enemies. Thank you. Ah, damn it. I'm not lucky at all in this runs. That's problematic. But anyway, there is another spot. I will definitely have to farms if I don't get lucky at this moment. Once again, there we go, Super Monster Milk. Let's farm at least another one. Nope. So there is definitely a good time for some message because I will try to farm my item right now. Ah, Super Pike Ball.
Yeah, I see. Okay, well we do have one donation. We have a $2 donation from Rice89 saying, "Yeah, 2020." So you've hit $20. I do want to mention really quickly as well that we have a incentive still yet to be met for the next run, which is Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. Play with sound effects, currently sitting at $2.30. So if you if you are able to support us in this time, please hit !donate in chat or go to www.speedrun.com/MFSB2020/donate. We really would appreciate any donations. I'm sure the White Bear Area Emergency Food Shelf would as well.
I'm pretty happy that there was a message during this last section because no one see my big mistakes.
Good job that you decide to say, yes, here's my big mistake as soon as I say it, completely avoiding the point that you were trying to hide it.
No, don't kill me, don't kill me. Ah! There we go. Woohoo. So I just have to destroy all of this guy, destroy this guy. There we go. And those two guys. Oh. DuckTales time! I hope that's a good item. Come on! Thank you. Oh yeah, that's a very good item. Yoo-hoo! So let's wait. There is a way to do this... what the hell am I doing? I will try to do this in one cycle, but... like that. Yeah, no. Too early. Anyway, let's do it the normal way. Like this! What's about my health? Should I play safe for the next boss? Yeah, let's play safe, it's a marathon. There we go. I will show you a tiny funny strat here. By going into the beginning of the starting screen, you recover all of your life. That's pretty useful in this game. Just by making a save and quits, you recover all of your life. A pretty useful tool. Squid Barons, there we go. So let's use a Super Monster Bale, Bite Balls, and there we go. And I get touched for no reason. Okay. Squid Barons have a lot of HP. but the problem is this hitbox is pretty easy to touch with the pike balls. So this is why it's pretty important to have items against this boss. Cling! Squid Baron 2.0.
With sparklers.
Yeah, definitely. Bad RNG. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Cling! I prefer when he... there we go. The best RNG we can get here is when he hits things to heal him, but the heal is pretty slow, and also he's just standing without doing anything by healing, except healing, so it's pretty easy to deal with him when you get the good RNG. But here we got the bad RNG, but anyway, we have to play some skills of dodging, so that's fine. He give us the next map, and once again, teleportations. That was my last pirate flare to teleport. So of course I have a strategy to also can teleport myself for the next islands, because here for this islands I need an extra items. So this is why I will coming back here and do a little bit of backtrackings by giving my items to Bolo, this NPC. And he will give me the item that will allow me to accede to the next dungeon. There we go. I don't think I get extra. No, I don't think I get extra. No, I will wait. I just buying my parrot flare to teleport myself and don't losing me times. But I will definitely have to do one extra shop for buying a bubble, a shield for the very last boss who can one-hit KO me, so I will not take this risk and buy a shield. And also to, I think, buy one extra items to DPS the boss just before the last one. That was a pretty bad mistake. Once again, I do jumps with no reasons. That's weird. That's weird. I just have to take... Ah, that's very bad. There we go. Woo! Once again, I have to be careful. Here, there is a lot of things doing a lot of damage, so I will be really careful to don't losing my momentum, because you're also invulnerable when you are in this speed mode. So this is why it's pretty important to activate it and don't lose it by, for example, hitting a wall. So here we go. Only death shall pass here, but I have the death mask, so that's allow me to go in this zone. Yes, I keep up my momentum here, that's perfect, because I can go through here and get this tiny items. I need 3 different pieces here, the blue, the green and the red one, to open the dungeon. The next... oh, I will... there we go. I have to take care, because those guys hits is an entire hearth of life. So yeah, they're... From this moment, the games begins to be a little bit dangerous, I mean, or difficult, as you can see. And also, normally, like for example in the Zelda games, you have health to make extra HP, or more than 2 health of HP. But here, of course, that's losing you time, so I will just stay with 2 HP, with 2 health, I mean, till the end of the run. I will do a save after that, definitely. Let's take extra rupees, and look at that. There is also, you can also pick up items below them by being below them, and that's save me a little bit of time here. So I will just do a save just to be sure. There we go. Normally, Ghost only give me a half earth of damage, so let's hope I will not... There we go, that's perfect. So now let's play a little games. When we have 3 coins and you have to play, I don't remember, said steal or the things you play of RNG with coins. I always forgot the name of this game in English. And I have to doing that 3 times and win 3 times in a row. And yes, once again. No, fail.
Coin flipping.
Coin flipping, exactly. Sorry, I forgot the name of that.
Coin toss as well. Those are the terms.
Yes, there we go. Win 3 times. To be honest, even if you losing it too many times, the games will automatically make you win. So. But honestly, there is a way to win time in this run if you are pretty lucky and win 3 times in a row. So we get the next items. Let's open up this one. Honestly, for example, all of the quests I'm doing right now, for each islands, you have to doing it. There is some side quest to do too before entering the dungeon. But here we didn't find any outer bounds to activate the dungeon entry. So this is why we have to doing it in a normal way without any glitches. Because I need these items to open the door. Open sesame! And here we go for the next dungeon. So once again I will Shantae shuffle here to gaining some speeds and try to stay at the top of this room like that. Do a tiny jump here. There, that's perfect. Keep up a little bit of life. I will take extra items here. I don't need my Shantae shuffle here, my Shantae boost, because the entry is just here. Once again, picking up stuff. Shantae shuffle to skip this entire dungeon by breaking this big rock. Woohoo! That was close. And we are in the last boss. I will just do a save, just in case because this boss deal a hell of a lot of damage. And sometimes, if I don't take care, I can get a hit, so let's be careful. Be careful. This is Dagron and not Dragon. Yeah, because there is a mistake. I will do that and that. It's just a question of timing here to touching him in the air and DPS. Last time.
That's time.
Or last time. There we go. This is my mistake. Sometimes I say last, but
yeah, I'm so sorry. I got so confused. I'm like,
Yeah. That's not time. Sorry about that.
No one hits time. Don't worry.
And that's not the first time that happens to me, because I said last times or last hits and so on, and because of my weird French accent, I say
not weird.
last.
It's fine. French is your native language. It's absolutely cool.
Oh yeah.
And we are out. So I need 2. Now I'm out of super pike balls. I don't have the bubble shield, so I need 2 super pike balls and 1 bubble shield. This is why you have to constantly change your way to doing stuff in this or buying stuff in these games, because of the drops you get randomly on enemies. You definitely have to compose with the money you have. So here I should be good, even if I didn't farm a lot. I should be good. Oh yeah, and I also missed 2 extra items of food. I keeping that in my mind. So yeah, I need to farm 5 more items. But before that, let's go for the very last island. Ice Islands. Pretty easy to deal with, honestly, because yeah, we can just go through the air like that by using once again the boots, the cannon, and the hat to fly. This is mainly why speedrunning the pirate mode of Shantae 3 is pretty awesome. Because, for example, if you play Shantae 4, half Genie Hero, and you have the New Game Plus mode, you have transformations that allow you to simply fly, and that's not too interesting. Because here, every single items are not OP, but the combination of them and their use is pretty OP. So you just have to learn how to use each items in a good synergy with the other ones to play correctly. But in, for example, Shantae 4, there is only one item, it's absolutely too powerful, so this is probably why I prefer Shantae 3. I will just do a save here, just because we'll use another autobounce to skip the entire proper town. That was a useless boost, but anyway. So let's do not miss this one. Okay, should be good. Yeah, I was on the loading zone, so I will just get hit here to use iframes to go through this bunch of enemy, and there we go. We skipped this entire town. I will just teleport myself once again, and now I have lots of things to farm and shop to before the last part of this runs. But before that, I have to keep up another item to activate the next dungeons, and this is why I do a little bit of backtracking in this island. So it's definitely a good time for a message.
Awesome. While we don't have any more donations currently, I do want to mention to people, welcome everyone to Mid-Fall Speedball 2020. We are raising money in support of the White Bear Area Emergency Food Shelf. To donate, go to speedrun.com/MSFB2020/donate or type !donate in chat. You can also apply your donation to various bid wars and incentives. As I've mentioned already, we still have one coming up for Crash Bandicoot 3, which is Play with Sound Effects, currently sitting at 2 of $30, but in addition to that, there are some bid wars I'd like to mention. The classic Save or Kill the Animals for Super Metroid Ascent. Save is currently winning with $20 and Kill is trailing behind with 8. There's also a bid war for the choice of Pokemon in Pokemon Sword Shield. Bulbasaur is currently winning with $30. Squirtle has no money at all. If you'd like to change that, you can go right ahead and donate to us on speedrun.com. But in addition to that, I do want to shout out the alternate alternate language restreams as well. We really appreciate our French and Japanese partners at Baguette Restream and Japanese Restream respectively. You can find the French Restream at twitch.tv/Baguette_Restream and the Japanese Restream at twitch.tv/Japanese_Restream. We worked with both these groups before and we're very thankful to have their support once again.
And that's a pretty good drop we just get. So this drop will allow me to only farm one item right now, because it's also work like the other one, like the other items to make an auto bounce. So it's pretty useful. I still have to drop it. I still have to find it. I mean, there we go. Let's re-go here. Nope. 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 Ah! Not lucky. Nope! Oh, really? Thank you. So I will do this entire... Ah, come on. Because now it's faster to just doing this. There we go. So now I just have to come back at the top of the town. So let's doing this at the beginning of the level, I mean. And buying items. So I have to buy 2 extra and bubble shield. There we go. So, oh, come on, thank you. And now we have all we need for the end of this run. But before that, let's activate this NPC to finish my quest and unlock the entrance of the next dungeon. There we go, and the last item that I get from Bolo, I would just have to give him to this guy. And speak to him once again, he will shoot! Fire! Yeah, there is a lot of stupid stuff happening in Shantae's scenario. So... yeah, it's definitely... but even if the scenario is pretty much a nonsense, it's always funny to have a pretty awesome gameplay with a pretty stupid scenario. I always love game like this. And now let's go for the very last dungeon. Not very hard to go back because it's just here. I will just once again Shantae shuffle here to pass through these entire rooms pretty fast. I will probably do a save before the next outer bounce, because the next outer bounce is basically the hardest outer bounce of the games. Of the run, I mean, not of the games. Can you please? Thank you. Yoo-hoo! I love picking up item below by going under them. So let's do a please. Thank you. Let's do a safety save, just in case this outer bounce don't going well. So here I will have to use many different sound keys, so I will not speak. Sorry about that. Yes, that's fine. Here we go. Next boss, Steel Maggot. So this boss is basically the RNG gatekeeper, because there is a code on this back. Okay, good. And it's basically, oh my god, this is the first try! Woohoo! That's very good. I don't know what is the... I didn't calculate the probability to have a first try, but... what the hell? 2 times a first try, that's... there is no better RNG than that. Oh, come on. No, coming back! I'm just bad. Oh. Yeah, that's too late. Normally that should be a 2 cycle. What a shame. I will get punished because of that, yeah. Damn, that surprised me so... that was such a surprise, this perfect RNG. Okay, that's 2, 3, 1. 2, 3, and 1 after that. Normally it's a 2 cycle, but I'm just bad. And done. What was this RNG, seriously? 2 times at the first try? That's pretty crazy. It's pretty rare too. There we go. We are getting very close to the end, because now we just have to face the very last boss of the game. And normally this very last dungeon, but guessing what? The last dungeon is a big tower. A big vertical tower.
Bounce clip?
Yeah, definitely. So last teleportations. So yeah, we'll definitely just use a big out of bound to skip this entire last dungeon. So. Before that, we have to activate the tomb. There we go. So I'll use this tiny moment of scenario to explain what happens actually in this Shantae speedrun. Basically, there is this category. This is the any % out of bounds pirate mode. But for each different categories, they are separate with 4 different type of running. There is pirate mode and normal mode, and out of bounds and no out of bounds. If you keeping that in mind, so let's make 4 different way to run. And to be honest, I really think out of bounds with pirate mode is basically the things when there is a lot of more interesting stuff and fun stuff too, because yeah. We use it's basically any % without any restrictions. So this does not mean other categories are not funny to do, but they are easier to do. So don't hesitate, even if you think that's getting those many different movements or having out of bounds that's pretty scary in your runs, that also can soft lock your games. If you think that's too scary, don't hesitate and pick up another category, for example, without out of bounds. So here we go for the very last out of bounds of the game. There we go. We just have to wait to be on the top of the tower. And I will just make myself to touch the loading zone when it will come. There we go. Just do a tiny save, just in case I get somehow hit by the last boss, but honestly that should be fine. It should be good. And here we go, the Pirate Master. Ba, 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 ba. Da, 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 da. Let's count. 1 teleport, 2 teleport, 3, 4, and at the 5 it will begin to shoot, so bubble. There we go. Oh yeah, there was with my 2 triggers, there is a shortcut to activate an item in your inventory. That's pretty useful in bosses or in the game itself. Oh damn it. Don't get touched once again, please. I have my total restoration, that's fine. This is the potions that one of the NPC gave me at the beginning of the game. I would just time. Sorry, I didn't. This is time. I didn't thinking I was so good at DPS on the second part of the boss because I get in touch, but that's fine. I think it's a sub 52, so it's not bad considering the
It's
number.
a 51-21 according to our end.
According to the number of time I did save, that's not a pretty bad time. My PB is actually a 48 flat, I think, something like that. So yeah, the world record of this category is by Tin, if I'm right. Is an English runner. And is at 40 minutes 50 seconds on something. Sorry if I'm not precise. It's a pretty well optimized run. Also shout out to all of the Shantae community, and also shout out to GT Nori, to Nori Mikey I mean, who give me the feelings to run this game. It's a pretty awesome game, it's a pretty awesome series. I definitely have to finish Shantae 5 after this marathon, I think, so let's just check the in-game times, and that will be it for Shantae in the private cast. I hope you. Oh, I saw no Rimaki in the chat. Hello, man. Yeah, it's definitely by watching. If you definitely want to see some more Shantae games, you definitely have to check the chain of Norimaki SR in the chat. 45, 47, 73. So this is the in-game times, and this is it for Shantae and the broadcast. Thank you guys, and have a good marathon.
Thank you so much.